Hey everyone, this is Steve Good and Yuri Cataldo. Welcome back to another episode of The Coin Chat.
Steve, it's always good to see you.
Why?
Because it makes it more exciting that way.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you. It's great to see you too.
Excellent.
Or as we say in England, nice to see you, but that's an old show from I think the 70s or something.
Is it really? I have never heard that expression before. Nice to see you.
Actually, the first time I heard that expression, I was on a cruise ship with my family when I was like 7 or 10 or something like that. And there were a lot of Brits performing on the cruise ship, whatever. It was a Royal Caribbean out of, I don't think Miami, whereas somewhere in Florida, Orlando or something. And and this one guy was making this nice to see you, and then everyone else had to reply and say nice. And of course, most of us being American had no idea what was going on. And the Brits were all laughing hysterically, and we were like, what's going on here? So it turns out there is some sort of thing that goes on with this show from sitcom, whatever. Anyway, British people will know what I'm talking about, and everyone else is going, whatever, Steve, move on.
Excellent. I'm on the ladder.
The move on side?
Move on side. So moving on.
Sorry, listeners, for my boring rant about nice and nice to see you, but nice to hear you. Okay, or whatever.
Nice to hear you as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bitcoin this week. Did you get a chance to chat anyone up and spend Bitcoin?
Did I get to chat anyone up and spend Bitcoin? Well, in England, if you try to chat someone up, that would be, with being a married guy, probably rather inappropriate because it means I'm trying to hit on her. And no, I did not try to hit on any women and then hand them Bitcoin.
That would be a fantastic story.
Yeah. And I would love to hear what your girlfriend's response will be to this when she listens to the episode or watches us and says, Yuri, what have you been up to this week?
It'll be what British TV shows are you watching and why are you trying to sound smart? That's what usually comes down to. Because I have no idea what that actually
exactly.
Exactly. What are you doing? That's the usual look I get. So all right.
That's the usual look you get?
Yes.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, let's not tell everybody what your unusual looks are then. So, all right. So anyway, you must have tried to spend Bitcoin for a change. I get to hear about it, which is great.
I did.
1, 2, 3, go.
I did. So I take the train into the office every single day. It's a commuter rail. And on a less busy day, even though I have a monthly ticket, I asked the conductor anyway if I could buy my ticket with Bitcoin. After they stared at me for about 3 seconds of like, what the hell are you talking about? The passenger next to me actually was like, oh yeah, Bitcoin, that'd be cool if I could also spend money on this.
Oh no, you caused like a riot on the train.
Well, so it started a conversation and the conductor was in a good mood. So he started asking questions about like, what is Bitcoin, what's cryptocurrency? And so the short version of this is no, because government agencies. But he was like, if you want to just pay me individually in Bitcoin, once I figure out how to accept it, then we'll work something out. So you never know. Maybe next time I go on the.
So you now become friends with the train conductor.
I have, which is always a good thing because especially on extra crowded days.
Okay, good. So now he's going to make sure you have a seat.
He is. He'll kick somebody out. He likes to yell at a lot of people. So
does he?
He does. He is sometimes a complete jerk.
Oh, we better not name. If he listens to this, he's going to know who he is now.
He won't because.
So you didn't. So after all that, you still didn't tell him about the podcast and the YouTube channel and the coin chat and all that stuff, so he can learn about it.
I did talk about
this episode is going to have to be blocked from him somehow because now he's going to think we're trolling him. And actually, I'm sorry, Mr. Conductor, you're a great guy. I think you're really, really wonderful. Even over here in England, you're the most amazing. You should come do conducting of trains over here because we need someone with authority occasionally.
Authority as in spades. So.
Great. Well, we like authoritative train conductors. That's really the whole topic of today's conversation.
It is. So actually, the other reason why I wanted to chat with you today, besides my weird story, I have been getting a number of emails. I'm going to read one of these from investpub.com.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Well, that's interesting you said that because before you say that, I'm going to have to pull up an email I've got as well because a hedge fund fundraising, VC guy that I know sent out an email to a huge range of people, on a private mail,
Yeah.
letting them know about a scam he came across and described for us in an email what happened. So
Ooh,
I would
wait,
love to read that back to you.
Yeah, read yours first, then we'll go into mine because mine.
Oh, really? Because you're more scammy than mine?
No, actually, because I already know what you're going to say. Yours is definitely more scammy than mine. Mine is more of, look at this, get rich. Well, I don't know. Mine's like a get rich quick.
How do you know what I'm going to say? You can't read my mind. All right, I'll read mine first. I'm ready to go. I had it out anyway, but I didn't know you were going to mention this. So, all right, here we go. So it starts like this. Hello, everyone. At some point yesterday, I was brought into a group without introduction. I was in, like, he was added to a Telegram group without anyone asking him. They just added him. The group was for a company called CitDex. I'll just spell it for people because they might want to check this out and make sure they don't invest. CIT for Tom, D as in dog, EX. CitDex.
CitDex, okay.
Right. So whilst it is not unusual, sadly, for people to add me to groups without actually inviting me, this one caught my attention. The conversations were flowing between two people in the group in particular, chatting back and forth about CitDex. Neither of them were listed as an admin. However, I believe they were probably both connected to the company because the messaging all supported the CitDex, stating how great it was, how wonderful it was, and all the things it was doing. And they also discussed the usual, how to avoid scams. I decided not to simply remove myself. Instead, I asked who brought me into the group, who owned it, and by the way, what's the web address for this project? The answer from the admin came to me in a private message. They didn't want to respond. They obviously didn't respond in the Telegram. They sent me a PM.
Okay.
Our intern invited you. An intern? That's kind of unlikely, but maybe that's not impossible, he's thinking to himself.
Yeah.
No answer to the rest of his questions, except http://sitdex.com. The only answer I could get was the web address and a claim that it is a $100 million fund in New York that will be expanding to Palo Alto in California and about 8 other locations all this year. And when I asked for details of the owners so that I could have a conversation with them, get to know them, perhaps offer them some advice and help, they removed my questions from the Telegram group.
Of course they did.
Then they apologized for bringing me into the group. Then they removed me, and then they blocked me. He said,
wow.
he continues, I rarely have time for these things, but I could not stand by and watch the rise of another scam. Had they replied to my polite questions, I would have accepted the lack of an introduction as being poor, hurried approach. But their lack of answers and subsequent behavior speaks to the reality that I believe is effectively some sort of a scam or something otherwise.
Yeah. Wow.
Signed anonymous, since I'm not going to disclose who sent that to me, but
yeah,
it's from somebody that's a leading authority in the financial services world, a well-respected guy with a lot of connections, and they didn't even know who they were dragging into this, and now, half the world knows about this.
Right. Oh my God.
And now a lot more people know about it because, unfortunately, they didn't really choose very wisely who they invited into that group.
Clearly no.
So, and yours. Go for it. I want to hear it now.
Okay. Let me find my email. Okay, here we go.
But I already know it's going to be better than mine because, from what I know, right?
Investpub.com. And the subject line is $10,670 in free crypto? ? Someone, clearly I need to log into this one. Dear reader, not many people know there are secrets to claiming free crypto. Free is in bold, so this is going to be awesome. Then it quotes somebody from some insider who was on CNBC who said, there will be a tsunami of free crypto giveaways this year. And basically, this whole link wants me to click through and join this webinar so I can learn how to get free crypto. One member got $496 one month and then $365 the next month. These are pretty bizarre random numbers.
Well, it just shows that it's sort of like not equal numbers, so that it makes it look more legitimate, right?
They're clearly not made up when they end. A lot of them end in 9s. But anyway, so I click through because I'm curious, and it's all about airdrops. So this is like the secret to getting airdrops, which in my opinion are just huge marketing bullshit. So I want to talk to you about airdrops. So first off, I guess, what is an airdrop?
What's an airdrop? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just, no. Well, okay. So actually an airdrop is really, it's a marketing ploy to get people engaged in the platform, and oftentimes to make people that are otherwise unaware of the project to become aware of it. Mm-hmm. So one of the earlier ones that I first experienced personally was OMG, which is not oh my god, it's Amizgo, which is a Thai payments provider, and they had done something where anybody who had Ether wallets, I think ERC20 specifically Ether wallets, they had done airdrops to all those Ether wallets with a certain amount of Amizgo tokens.
Okay.
And interestingly enough, at the time when they did that, it was a fantastic marketing ploy, because what it did was it made me aware of a project I was otherwise unaware of. I went and checked out their website. I looked at their white paper. It was already, ICO already completed. And I was really impressed with the project. I ended up buying tokens in it. And I think just about everyone that I know, and probably you know, have at one point or another actually traded in Amizgo now. So, right? Because it's a pretty well-known project. But that was my first intro to what an airdrop is about. Is it's effectively almost like, normally in the equity world, you would have called it a dividend, where you give people like some money for their shares. But in the crypto world, rather than giving dividends, you can give airdrops of just tokens to anybody for free. You usually give them a very small amount, like what we call dust, $3, $4. So not enough that you can even trade them to something else.
Okay.
So it's like, if I give you $3 worth of a coin, it's not even enough to trade it back over to BTC. I mean, it's barely worth doing it, right? Yeah. So really, the benefit of an airdrop only works if you go and buy some more. So I very quickly worked out that my Amizgo tokens weren't worth very much, and so unless I bought some more and then traded them later, they were just going to sit there and annoy me, because I've just got them sitting on my wallet taking space. Right. So that's what I did.
Instance, it did prompt you to buy more in this instance.
Yeah, and that's the kind of the foundations of where it started. It was about raising awareness of a project. And I would still say that premise exists today. The problem is that and now here's the other thing, was that when you first started to do them, it was very hard, because you had to go and figure out who had ERC20 wallet addresses and then airdrop tokens to them. And I don't think that's an easy process to figure that out. Nowadays, what's happened is it's moved on to a world where you have a ridiculous amount of token airdrop websites that are out there, with the promise that you're going to get. Okay, so I mean, for example, you'll go to a web page where it says, announcement, we're giving out $7 million worth of airdrop tokens. To claim yours, click this link. And of course, it takes you to the Telegram channel, and you'll usually have to do some for some of them, thank God, like earn.com, they do a KYC first before you're allowed to receive the tokens. Okay. And they have a very good process of, you only get $1 worth for the airdrop. And they usually follow a KYC process. You have to be validated. You have to confirm this is a correct ERC20 address to receive the tokens later. You have to join the Telegram channel. Sometimes you have to join the Twitter channel. So this is an example of a better one, and it draws a lot of attention and brings people in. The question, of course, is, are they still working effectively to give people free money? I mean, free money as in money that just sits there that's worthless until something happens. Right. I think what I've noticed now is that people are kind of aiming to try to get as many airdrops as they can with the hopes of tons of money. And here's where it drives me insane is you're now getting like 10, two things are driving me insane. One is there's a lot of airdrop programs that are not very legitimate, and they just have an open forum where anybody can click through, sign up, and go straight to the Telegram channel of that hosting project. And you end up with a ridiculous amount of bots, which just fill the Telegram channel and gives the project a false sense of security that there's tons of people interested in the project, but they're bots. So there won't be any money coming on the ICO from the bots. And the second is that a lot of these people coming in for airdrops are just there for free money. And what's shifted in the course of a year is it went from doing it as a promotional marketing campaign into a free money exercise where everyone's just out there trying to sign up to as many as they can to get free tokens everywhere. And I'm just going to say this: wake up, everybody! If you're just going to go in there and sit there and expect free money and nobody invests, what do you think is going to happen to the ICO? It will fail, and everyone ended up with no free money. So if you're going to actually participate in these things, don't expect a whole bunch of dust to be worth anything. Right. Seriously, it's like, if you're going to go on there, get in there, take your free tokens. You're going to have to buy some tokens sooner or later. So take them when they're at 20 or 30% bonus. Why are you waiting till the ICO finishes and then say, oh, I think maybe I'll buy some now? I mean, get real. You just spend a quarter of an Ether and buy some tokens. Then the ICO succeeds. And then you really make money if the ICO does well. Mm-hmm. But everyone's just sitting there. I've seen a channel with 38,000 people and bots all through Airdrop, and the ICO has not raised a thing. And everyone's just sitting there. It's like Airdrop hell. It is.
It's the
I'm
a big fan of the original idea of this, but you're right.
The whole point of it. Right. The whole point of it was a way to attract attention and get people involved. So I guess what it comes back to is how good a quality is the Airdrop website and program you've chosen. And I mean, I'll mention earn.com, although they got bought by Coinbase, and I'm not the biggest fan of Coinbase, but that's life. So, but earn.com is a good program. It's a good project. I like the way they run it. Normally, the company has to pay something like, $3 per user. The user gets $1. Earn.com gets $2. Okay, whatever. They have to make their money as well. Right. That's roughly how it works. But you're getting a free dollar. Actually, you're getting a free dollar from the project, which goes into your earn.com wallet, and then you're getting given free tokens that go to your ERC20 smart contract wallet, assuming that you follow all the processes and sign up to the Telegram channel and just sit there and do nothing and wait, and assuming that the ICO still succeeds.
Right.
But but I have seen statistically that people going through earn.com are more likely to spend money than half the other airdrop programs out there. And I mean, I'm saying that because I've spoken to people and have gotten statistical data. I can't say that about all ICO airdrop programs. I've heard there's a couple others that are good. I don't have enough data to validate them, so I won't name them now. But if any of the airdrop programs out there want to rant and rage at me or tell me they're the best, and I'm sure they all will, then please, by all means, bring it on. Post it on our YouTube channel, and let's have a dialogue and conversation about it. And if anybody can actually prove they're a real success on it, and ICOs can benefit by knowing who the best one is, then hell, we can have an airdrop competition one day.
To see if they actually still work. So actually, that's a very good question. So as somebody who does actively participate in all these, if a company airdropped you something, would that entice you to buy it now, or would you be like, nope, scam, I'm going somewhere else?
Well, I mean, funny enough, you asked that question, so here's an interesting answer.
Yeah. I
went to my Ether wallet the other day because I hadn't been to it in ages, and I didn't even know if there was anything there or not. Last time I checked, it was like 0.06 Ether or something, because I really don't use it for much, and it was worth like a bit more. Oh. And I thought, well, that doesn't make any sense. So then I had to, click on the little drop-down box on the website where it shows you all your coins. And I had these VIN coins, which is this vehicle identification number project for cars, and it's called the VIN coin. And they had done an airdrop, and I had, I think, like $3.66. So I mean, obviously they've done an airdrop the old, more traditional way, dropping it to ERC20 wallets. And I had some tokens from something else, but it couldn't even find it on market cap, and CoinMarketCap wasn't showing it, and I couldn't find it anywhere on anything other than on their in fact, I couldn't even find their website. So it was a bit weird. I've got tokens, I don't even know what to do with them. They're just like, okay, with zero value, just sitting there. Like, congratulations, me. I just received a bunch of zero value tokens, and I don't know how to get rid of them. So if anyone wants my zero value tokens or knows how to get rid of them or get them off my Ether wallet, please tell me.
That's wow. So I never thought about that as another issue. Like you're just start, if everybody starts signing up for these airdrops, you'll be just accumulating junk. They'll just sit on your wallet. How do you get rid of
Well,
junk?
so here's the really weird thing, right? So what if I had
Yeah.
like, because setting up a Mu is really easy. A My Ether wallet is really easy. So what if
Yeah.
I had? I mean, okay, I'm not suggesting people should be doing this, but I mean, okay, let's just
Yeah.
you want to make $366 a week, go set up 100 Mus and just sit there with hope. And every so often when someone does an airdrop, you're going to have to go from Mu to Mu and transfer all the tokens to, if you have enough Ether, because you have to transfer with Ether, that's the costs for the transaction fee. So
Right.
I don't know how much it will cost you in Ether. It might cost you more than the actual coins are worth, but you can transfer across all 100 Mu wallets to one wallet, and then you might have enough tokens to be worth something minus the cost of all the transaction fees. So
Maybe.
presumably you probably would have something, because if you get $2 or $3 of tokens and the transaction is 10, 20, 30 cents, then you accumulate enough of those at $100 times 3, it's $300. So that's called the illegitimate, legitimate way to do it. Or and then you got to find a way to automate the whole thing with some automation software that just goes automatically, put private key in, open Mu wallet, transfer out, close, go to the next one, open, close. It's like, you need some little tech wizard to sit there and like start taking all your private keys off you and putting them into some automation software going, do I trust him with all my private keys to automate this for me?
Right.
But that's effectively, right? I mean, that would be the only way I could see to do it, would be you'd need a lot of wallets to actually make your tokens. Or great, you've got these tokens and you hold on for 3 years and they're worth like $30 because it went up 10x. Okay, congratulations. So anybody that says, go on.
It sounds like a lot of work for not a lot of payoff right now.
Yeah, and I think there's there's probably people out there who are making some money from doing this, because, there are occasionally going to be, as I say, there's the occasional airdrop where, fortunately for us, they've made a big, massive miscalculation on how many coins to give out. And the number of people that signed up relative to the amount would lead a person with a lot of money.
Yeah. Actually, so if you're somebody who has had airdrop success, like legitimate, and can show it to us, we'd love to have you on the channel and chat with us, because I would love to see how this actually works with somebody with actual dollars.
Yeah, it's a good point, because, I do see a lot of chasing airdrops. And as I say, if the game is you have to find the ones with the biggest amount of money and make sure that you have the fewest number of people that getting into it, just so that you could actually get a higher percentage, because it's all about percentages, right?
Yeah.
Then I suppose you have the chance of actually making some real money doing that. But if nobody invests in the thing,
then what's the
then you just got 70,000 tokens that are valued 0 because nobody invested, because everyone sat there with $7 million worth of free tokens, and they're all sitting there hogging up a Telegram channel, and everyone's going, ooh, this is really cool. I just got $10,000. Why do I need to invest? I've already got so much.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're not even looking at the smart contract and seeing that there's no one depositing.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, I've seen that. So I've seen projects. I do airdrops. I got my $and-earn.com, yippee, and then the project didn't reach the soft cap.
Oh, ouch. Yeah, like from a marketing idea, I think it's brilliant. But beyond the marketing part of it, it's hard to see the actual value to the user.
Right.
Especially since a lot of people just kind of sit and squat on the channels, and nobody wants
to. The whole purpose of an airdrop was all about raising awareness and giving you just enough that you go, okay, I want to find out about it. And you really need to go and buy some more coins that you can actually then sell them.
Yeah.
That was the whole premise. Now I realize some of these airdrops, they're probably over giving or underestimating how much they need to give out or not give out. And it's resulting in perhaps some people actually getting a lot of tokens on occasion And assuming that the ICO does go ahead and does succeed, it hits the market, they might be making a bit of money here and there.
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like that's going to be few and far between. Until proven wrong, I think that's few and far between.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So somebody out there, please prove us wrong. That'd be amazing.
Please. Or don't prove us wrong. Just tell us a couple of examples of great success stories. And if you don't want to tell us where you found out about them, fair enough. Or just tell Yuri and me offline, and then we'll keep it to ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Or we'll try to at least give everybody a hint so they have a better idea what they're doing and how to find some better projects. Because let's face it, I mean, look, everybody wants to get a freebie in life, and this is kind of a freebie and kind of not. But really, the whole point of ICOs is, one, to support projects that have good ideas, and two, is to help them, be successful and participating in their platform, not just supporting them by buying their tokens and raising money, but it's also to help them succeed by being users of their platform as well. So just being takers and not givers is not a good thing for crypto. So, people that are doing airdrop participation, do us a favor and give a little too, because that's why these ICOs are doing it, is because they're trying to encourage you to participate. They're not doing it to just give the coins away and say, oh, look, we just have so many coins. We just thought we'd give them to you people because we had nothing better to do today. And come on, seriously, the whole point is to get you involved and engaged. If you're going to join the Telegram channel, then take 5 minutes and evaluate the project seriously. And if it's really a waste of time to you, then fair enough. But then give them some feedback. PM them privately and say this project is a joke, and tell them why. Give them some comment. I mean, there's nothing worse than sitting there just taking free coins, knowing the project is a joke, if you really think it's a joke, or it doesn't resonate with you, or it's not, it's not something that you believe in, but you could see how to make it better. Guess what? You might have a really good idea. So, sitting on the fence and taking freebies is not really the way that crypto is supposed to be. The whole idea is collaborate, work together, share, and build consensus. Well, this is an example of consensus gone wrong, where you don't like something, and so do a bunch of other people, but no one's speaking up. So speak up. That's why you're on a Telegram channel.
That's good. It's a good message overall. Like, speak your mind.
Weekly rant.
Yeah.
Our topics are getting controversial now,
We do. I like these. I'm going to keep bringing these up. I'm just like, what else grinds your gears? I'm going to just bring that up.
Oh, bounties. Okay, don't start me on bounty programs.
That'll be the next time. Right.
No, I don't know about a bounty. Yeah, well, bounties have their pluses and minuses, but bounty programs. There's lots of things going on in crypto that, are all things that are meant for the good, but not necessarily all of them are benefiting the way they're supposed to. And it's difficult. And a lot of it's difficult because, a lot of the vendors out there that are offering their services are doing one really naughty thing, which is they're not following good KYC process to verify the users before they give the users access to coins or to access to earning coins or whatever it is. They're just letting anybody sign up, and their bots are following, and then it's out of control, and then they're doing a cleanup. And I'm watching, projects having to do bot cleanup for like 2 to 4 weeks afterwards. And remember, the whole point of getting on an exchange was you want to get on an exchange as quickly as you can. Well, if you clog the channel with bots, guess what? You have to clean the bots out before you can distribute the tokens to all the legitimate people. So how the hell do you get on an exchange? You're just killing it for everybody.
Right.
Wake up.
This is a good rant. I like this. This has been a good talk. Thank you so much.
Oh, are you done with me now?
Well, I feel like if I keep pushing things, we'll get another rant, and I want to save another rant for another day.
Oh, okay. You better find a good topic on a good afternoon then.
Oh, I definitely will. There's a lot of topics out there that I can get you ranting on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So did you mention you're going to be doing some presentation of some sort?
I am. I'm on Friday. I'm doing a presentation. So actually, this will be after this. On Friday, what day is it? 11th. the 11th, I'll be speaking at the
2018, just in case people aren't
2018, right?
right.
2018.
3 years ago, he was presenting at
Public Relations Society of America. I will be doing a presentation on cryptocurrency and what's happening in different marketing trends to a room full of people who've not really familiar with cryptocurrency. So it'll be exciting in that way.
So you could try locking them all in a room, putting security guards around and saying, I can turn your 1 Bitcoin into 10, like our friend Chad experienced in Los Angeles recently.
Right. That's actually what I was going to start my talk with. Like, just so you know, there are guards at the back of the doors. They've all locked things, and this is how we're going to start this day. So I'm going to turn all of you into billionaires in this room. Pay attention. Take notes.
And we are trying to get more details on that specific event that occurred in Los Angeles so we can share that with everyone, including naming and not shaming, but calling him out, you know.
Yeah.
Not shouting him out in this case, because it's pretty appalling what happened. It was even a scary event that one of our friends attended who's also in the crypto world. And he was scared to the point where he decided to sit there quietly and wait until the thing ended rather than trying to ask the security guards to let him out.
Yeah.
And I know that he's trying to file complaints with the SEC and with the police and what have you. So I hope something good comes of that, because that's a horrible situation to be put in, where you're being pretty much forced into, give me 1 Bitcoin, I'll turn it into 10, and you can't leave the room until I'm done with my shenanigans.
Yeah, exactly. That's so bizarre.
So we're not going to finish this on a bad note. This is just wanted to mention that, but you know. That was the real Slim Shady.
That was pretty shady. But okay, but part of that though, you have an event you're speaking at quickly.
I am speaking at an event in Estonia on the 23rd to the 25th, roughly, of May, 2018, which is just like a week and a half after you. And I'm going to be doing a couple of things. One is I'm going to be presenting on tokenomics. So actually, I'll be covering some of the stuff we talked about in a previous episode about the 3 pillars of a token and how tokens are used within the platform and how to define token models and how they're received by the public and how to make them, you know, shiny. And I'll talk a little bit about, you know, the Howey test for securities, just to kind of make people aware of the fact that, you know, tokens are tokens. So, you know, they're probably all security actually, but maybe they're not because they're money, or maybe they are because they're not. So, and I'll be moderating a little bit too. So yeah, that'll be pretty exciting. I haven't been presenting at an event since January. I had a little break. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to be getting back out to do another one.
Excellent. Will this one be recorded or no?
I would imagine it probably will be. So what did you want to do with it?
Well, I want to allow our listeners to see you speak. So if there's recordings, then we can put it on a Patreon account or something.
Oh, that would be really cool. Yeah, we could do that. I'll ask the organizers to make sure we have video content available, or I'll hire my own video. No, I'm just kidding. I'll hire my own videographer.
Shoot it on a cell phone. It's fine.
No. I was going to say they have to be with a selfie stick.
Yeah. Could you do that with a selfie stick?
If anybody on the podcast or the YouTube channel has a selfie stick and a phone and lives in Estonia and wants to record my video or record me, I will, while I'm there, between 23rd and 25th of May, by all means, please get in touch. I would be happy to have you. And I might even be willing to pay you in Ether for the day just to show up with a selfie stick and a phone.
Oh my God, that'd be worth it. Yes, please.
Yeah, wouldn't that be just hilarious?
Yes, that would be hilarious.
Well, let's see. Maybe someone will nibble on that. That'd be great. I mean, actually, I really would love to have some good videos that we could use. It's a good idea. Mm-hmm. You're right. We do need to launch a Patreon channel, so we'll get onto that.
We do. Maybe by the time this episode goes out, we'll have a Patreon channel. You never know.
We're almost there. It's all coming together.
Awesome. As always, Steve, I do enjoy chatting with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because you like to get me to rant a little bit and then say goodbye. I didn't rant much at the beginning. I was just educating, but now the education has to get a little bit more severe because we need to tell people to stop doing stupid things. And we're going to have to start calling this the stupid coin chat episode for the people that are making bad errors and we should probably do another episode on all the absolutely well-known scam sites, which companies will hate us for calling them out on it. Yeah. But,
we should. Well, we did an episode on how to spot ICO scams, so we should just also call out more scams. Because the sad thing is, a lot of these are like, I get the same emails from similar scams that are in the stock world or the penny stock world or the pot stock world. So it's the same thing being run over and over again. It's just a different.
Who are these people and where do they all live? They must be all living in a mud hut someplace together, all just sitting around a circle, just with their laptop going like this, typing and saying, okay, I'm going to send another scam mail. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Scam. Because honestly, how can there be that many scamming people out there? People get a job, get a life. Seriously. It would be better if you'd sit with the cup and just hold it out and I drop a Bitcoin in your bag. You can buy them on Amazon. They're fake, but they look real. So
that's true. That's it.
Enough said, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. I hope everyone's enjoyed me today, because I'm sure that I'm going to get a lot of really interesting and bizarre comments in the description below, or below the description.
Hopefully. Exactly. Please leave your comments below this description, and also join the Telegram chat. And
don't forget to like and subscribe us. As always, gentle reminder: give us a few stars on the podcast and iTunes and what have you, and on YouTube.
5 of them.
Five would be good. We prefer 5 over 1. One. It's not like a 1 is good and a 5 is bad here. This is people. 5's good. We like 5s. And on YouTube, please, on your way out, like and subscribe us. We'd love that. It would be greatly appreciated. Thanks everyone for listening in, watching in today on the Coin Chat with Steve Good and Yuri Cataldo. To the moon, Yuri.
To the moon. Until next week.
Until next week.